Senior Patrol Officer Dimitri Hobbs, D-E-M-I-T-R-I-H-O-B-B-S. This evening, it was in the afternoon, 4:18 in the afternoon, AFD came out with a felony warrant and asked APD, Austin Police Department, to come out and help them with a couple of officers secure this subject. Officers arrived on scene, saw the person, the subject on the balcony, went back in his house. They looked at what he had, his involvement, a known arsonist with prior weapon charges. So they knew to back out, and they were going to have to call it and make a SWAT call out. That took a couple of hours to have SWAT out here. SWAT did what they needed to do, and with a combination of EMS, SWAT, and AFD with APD, the subject is now in custody for a felony warrant for arson, and that's where we're at right now.
Sorry.
No questions? Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry. So do we know as far as name being released, or what cases
We're not going to release that at this time. AFD will probably release that one.
Okay.
It was the apartments at 6936 East Ben White.
Okay.
There's multiple apartments there, the Point and some others. It was right up front there. And they had to shut down Ben White, the frontage and the proper, just because of the nature of the situation at the time, and had to evacuate multiple residents.
Okay. And just so we get the name one more time of the apartments, it was...
I know it's close to the Point.
Okay.
There's three apartments located in that at 6936 East Ben White.
And you mentioned the evacuations, even having to use a bus at some point.
Capital Metro brings in a bus so we can put multiple people on to keep them warm and dry, because that was a factor because it was raining at the time.
Yeah. And at what point in this did that become? We have a suspect, but now we know we need to evacuate and bring a bus. And at what point were you all?
They do that right away. They do that right away.
Okay.
Do we know the gender of the suspect?
It's a male.
It's a male?
Male.
Were there any more people involved?
No, just the one.
Was there like a tip call that someone just kind of happened to see this person?
No, they had the AFD had the warrant, the felony warrant, and they came to serve it to see if he was here, and of course he was, but he ran back in the apartment. And then once they saw the totality of the circumstances, knowing his history with AFD and APD, and it being a felony warrant and him being a known arsonist and weapons charges before, they need to take more precautions and secure the scene and get people out of there.
Okay. Go ahead.
Do you know any incidents this person might be linked to when it comes to arson?
You'd have to ask AFD on that one.
But does it kind of sound like it was multiple, a few? Is that what the warrant was for, or what was the warrant?
Yes, it's for an arson.
Okay.
Felony arson warrant.
Okay. And total time, I know you mentioned started in the afternoon, and you said it just wrapped
With
up.
SWAT and everything, it took about 3 hours, 3.5 hours.
Okay. What sort of tactics do y'all employ as far as keeping patience and making sure that it's resolved safely as possible?
Everything's very methodical, and time is on our side.
How long ago was everything cleared up?
At least 3 hours ago.
And so as of now, suspect in custody?
Suspect in custody. They're doing their search and everything else to clear the apartment, and they'll go from there.
Okay. So have people been allowed back in, or?
They're starting to let people back in now. As you can see, the roadway now, there's more traffic on it now. There's a few cars here and there. So they'll start letting residents in here pretty shortly.
Okay, but they're still also clearing the apartment, making
Correct.
sure the surrounding area is safe.
Correct.
Okay.
So the access to the area is being reopened?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm not too sure. Is there, you all good on here? I don't know if there's anything else, but is there anything else you'd like to?
That's it.